Whereas Nephi says, no, none of that matters. My faith, my testimony, my love of the Lord is not contingent on the blessings I'm currently experiencing. It matters not. Regardless, I will be faithful ever. I will trust in thee forever. And that's where we've got to get to.
And that's the covenant path.
Yeah.
That's the purpose of covenants. You make solemn promises, and then the test is, can you be true and faithful to those promises? Yeah. That is integrity. Can you give your word and be true to your word? Why is God God? Why do we put our trust in God? Why do we put our trust in Jesus Christ? Because when he gives his word, he is true to his word. And we can do the same. He does not ask all things of us. He asks very specific things of us that are in our capacities to learn how to accomplish. So when we make those sacred and solemn covenants, we just have to have integrity. Come what may, I will be true and faithful to the promises I've made to God, before God, angels, and witnesses. We each can do that. We can be true and faithful from the baptismal covenant, right, of being willing to follow Jesus Christ, to the temple covenants of saying, yes, we will be obedient and live the law of sacrifice and be chaste and consecrate our lives to the kingdom of God. We all have the capacity to have integrity and be true and faithful to those promises, to those covenants. And what's beautiful is that all of the blessings of eternity are available to us just by doing that, just by being a person, having the character to give your word and be true to it, and honor the word, the promises that you give. That's just as important in the gospel as it should be in our daily lives, right? Our culture used to be much more, built around your word is your bond, and of course the world has thrown that out the window. But that's how we have to maintain that approach and that character. And it's just when you apply that and you're all in, and I'm like Nephi, I'm going to be true and faithful regardless, because I've made those covenants. Life becomes simple. Yeah. It doesn't become easy, but it becomes simple. The decisions you make, your ability to discern what you should and should not do, it becomes simple, because it's just, I've given my word, I've made these promises, I'm going to live according to it. Even if I'm confused, I don't understand everything, there's people are attacking my belief, my faith, and they're pointing the finger and they're mocking, and there's things that I don't understand. Life is so much easier when you just have integrity and you're true and faithful to the promises that you've made. The Lord takes care of the rest. That's the promise. That's the truth. Yeah. The Lord will take care of the rest as we're true and faithful. Well, and the whole point of what we're doing, and the point of covenant making, is to rise above, or essentially to move beyond this world in which we live. And the only way to do that is to free yourself from the bonds of this world, whether it's, the jobs that I have, or the house that I have, or the cars that I have, or everything Babylon says is a sign of success. I'm not saying there's not importance to those things. Obviously there are things that you must have to take care of yourself and take care of your family. But what I'm saying is, when you have that eye that says, I will always put the Lord first, regardless of what's happening everywhere else. What does Nephi teach us here? I will trust in thee forever. Why? Because the Lord will always provide for and take care of his own. He will always do it.
Hit that like button, leave us a comment, subscribe to the channel. We really appreciate it.
They may seem like little things, but liking, commenting, it helps the algorithm push our content out to more people. So it's our small way of sharing the gospel in a social media age.